in that judo side control, right? We're playing this game. So I've got my C cups on this top arm because the biggest thing I don't want to happen is him getting that, that head control, right? So I'm blocking. So I block the shoulder and I block the elbow, right? I'm here. And so this way I can control this arm. So when I go to hit this lean on the door, I've got to bring my hips away. If I keep my hips tight to him and I try to come up and push him, like it's really hard to do, right? So I start bringing my hips away, right? If he's not real strong with this arm, as I start bringing my hips away, I can get to my elbow and come up, right? But if he's really digging hard for my head with that, then I just keep circling my hips away and come to the top. Does that make sense? Right, so we're going to start with this, and then we're going to come back to if he makes the switch to try to go to the twister side and switch into that Heisman escape. But let's start with this right here. So again, like I'm not pushing him, right? All I'm doing is blocking him from getting the crossface, keeping my elbows locked so I'm not using any strength, right? I'm just framing and holding, and then I'm just circling my hips away, right? Let's try it. 3, 2, 1. He's got some choices to make, right? So as I hit it, he can either sit here and just try to hold the position and I end up on top like we were just doing, right? Or as I start to off balance him, he can come back to his knees and I get my guard back, right? Or the other option is he's going to try to take this arm all the way over to beat these frames and go to this twister side, right? So when he starts to do that, we hit the Heisman, right? And where everybody goes wrong on this Heisman is as he makes that switch, I have to keep this arm straight, right? Don't do this and then try to push him away, right? So when I'm here and I start to circle and he goes, it's hand in the armpit, arm is straight. I'm like this, right? So if you notice, I went from my right leg being flat and I was up on my left foot to now my left leg is flat and I'm up on my right foot, right? This hand comes out to my elbow and I can get out, right? And then I just have to make that all one move, right? So we're here, I start circling to come out. Does that make sense? Right? So the big thing is that I'm here as he comes through, I'm following that arm, keeping my arm straight so I can get out, right? So you have both versions. So you can play with, they go back to their knees, we slide the knee in, go back to guard, or they make that twister switch and we hit the Heisman. On this guard recovery, something to think about too is as he goes back to his knees and I bring this in, I like to just connect to his near side hip. I don't like to bring this all the way across because then this is kind of a weak frame and he can literally like just push it across and come back around, right? So when I get here, I like to put it on this hip and I start framing to the inside and I want to bring this one in and slide it out and catch the hand. So I'm here. I call this the launching pad. So we're in this spot and now I can go a lot of different directions. One is I can just load him up, sweep him and come to the top, right? Or I can go all the way back to guard. But instead of trying to drive my leg all the way across and then having to shift my hips to free my foot and do all of that, which is never gonna work against a good guy, right? I'm just gonna push the leg out of the way and pass again. I go to that launching pad position, right? Can you see that one more time? All right, so we start on that judo side. I start circling, he comes to his knees. This one's coming in, this one comes in and under. I get to his elbow with my shin and I catch his wrist. So I'm here, right? If I want to go to guard, I have both wrists, both hips, wherever I want to go, right? Cool, let's play with it. 3, 2, 1.